snowboards from Kmart and waited till late at night to sneak onto a farm where we knew of off of Ward's Corner. It was a huge hill. Neither of us had ever snowboarded a day in our lives, so we were pretty hesitant to give this hill a shot. After losing in rock, paper, scissors, I was decided that I would go first. I strapped on my $20 snowboard and took off down the hill. Surprisingly, doing pretty well down the hill when I hit what I thought was a big rock, which sent me airborne to land on my knees first on what felt like another big rock.
Oh, no.
My buddy had to help me up because I had hurt my knees so bad that I couldn't walk. He went around and found the rock that I hit and informed me it was a frozen pile of horse crap. Sure enough, the rock I landed on was the same. I couldn't walk for 3 days, had to miss work, couldn't even drive a standard shift car, all thanks to horse poop.
Yeah. That happened to me the first time. Well, not that.
You
but,
landed in horse poop?
No. The first and only time I ever attempted to ice skate. I fell so hard on both my knees I couldn't get up. And I had to have like strangers help me. That was fun.
Sally, when I
walk
think
for like a day.
When I think of athletic, I don't think you.
Yeah, well, that's why I said first and only time, Ralph. Thought I'd at least attempt it.
Surprised you weren't out there worried that the ice might melt into some like small little pool and you might have to run from the water.
Yeah, I was a little scared of that.
Was that a date?
No, I was like 8 years old.
Oh, when you were a kid. Okay.
Yeah.
Todd from Norwood says, and I don't know how we didn't hear this. Apparently, they've set off the storm sirens here in Norwood.
Really? Huh. I haven't heard those.
Yeah. Well, we're not.
We're sealed. Yeah, we're not. We're sealed.
It's that awesome soundproof.
It is.
Room.
See, it works.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Said his boss sent out a flurry of emails, which is going to happen here. We're going to shut this place down, lock it down like Guantanamo Bay here anytime. So all the people who pretended like they're going to come in and do any work today are going to get to go home early.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you know what? I'm going to, today, you're probably not going to get a ton done.
No.
With other people.
French Park?
Yeah.
You familiar with that?
Heard of it. I don't know much about it, but yes, I am familiar with the name.
The old Gibson Cards in Amberley Village. Those were some good places.
Yeah, okay.
Watch out for the parking blocks, though, at the bottom of French Park. My buddy busted a few ribs there a few years ago.
Here's the only thing, especially going back to the horse crap story, is the only thing about sledding is, though, you got to be careful at night when you can't see.
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, that's the one thing, especially if you're in an area. A lot of the suggested areas are probably, like golf courses don't have a big sign that say "Sledders welcome." I mean, most of it.
I would only go sledding on a golf course you've played.
That's what I mean, where you actually know
the lay of the land.
Otherwise you might sled your way right into a lake.
Yeah. Well, you could do yourself a solid like I did the night we went actually water skiing on the Ohio River at night. That went well. One guy on the back of the boat with a spotlight shooting at 10 feet in front of where you were skiing.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I'm really lucky to be here, to be honest with you.
Didn't pull a Sonny Bono?
No, although there were trees floating around in the river.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Years ago, we a guy, a work colleague and friend of my dad's, owned a house on Lake Chautauqua in New York.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we went out middle of the night muskie, not of course I didn't, I just went along, muskie fishing.
Oh my.
You could feel things hitting you, and later we found out they were bats.
Oh, really?
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah. Hitting you above the water.
No. They were like on the boat. You couldn't see them, and I still remember my dad's friend Randy, that same deal, had the little spotlight going 70 miles per hour in the middle. I'm like,
nice.
Okay.
Here's Shane sends us this little bit of West Side ingenuity. He grew up on the West Side and had neighbors who, when he was young, would take their bathroom door off of their basement and use it to sled down their driveway.
Come on.
They would take the doorknob off. Yeah, how about that?
How about that, Ralph? 9:18. All right, well, be careful if you're driving out there. It looks like it's going to get worse this afternoon, but if you're careful, I think things will be okay. Hey, we still got a chance for you tomorrow night to head over to the Inner Circle Entertainment Complex, formerly known as Annie's, and check out the Nigel Dupree Band. We'll give you a chance to win that.
That's a good parking lot for donuts.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, that night of that Jackal show, that thing was a sheet of ice.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't cold inside, though. I'm Gamble. He's Finn. Mike.
I'm turning my mic on.
I'm Mike.
I'm a radio novice. Loud.
Seriously, you're going to get something thrown at you.
Yeah,
30
okay.
Seconds to Mars.
Oh, Sally, your song. Right here on Cincinnati's Pure Rock. 96 Rock. .926, Gamble, Finn, and the sister, the lovely wife, just checked in, said that the main thoroughfare in Burlington, Florence is still street. Not snow covered yet.
Oh, yeah.
She's on her way to Jazzercise. I said, good. That'll get me to the pizza buffet a little easier.
Nice. Hey,
Man's got to have his pizza, Ralph. Come on.
props to Rockhead Karen, who's listening on the West Coast.
How about that?
Who says
Hey,
she's
Karen.
enjoying getting up listening online to the Cincinnati Snowpocalypse.
I bet.
I like
That's
that.
That's a
good.
great word.
That's very,
Yeah, it
very
is.
good. By the way, I'm a little upset.
What?
Happened to glance to the TV screen out there and heard that Mark LaRosa brought some pizzas into one of the TV
What?
stations. Yes. And then
I
they had
never.
then they had the audacity to put it on the set and open the box top and let me see what it looked. Oh man! Now I
Too
can.
bad we don't have smell-o-vision.
Now I can. Yes, I. Well, you're on to something. Although I got to tell
No, I
you,
think Willy
Ralph,
Wonka.
Well, I was gonna say,
invented
well, that was no. His was like
Wonkavision.
Wonkavision. It was like you
Wonkavision.
could
There you
taste
go.
it,
actually take it off
touch
the
it, and
TV.
taste it.
Pardon me?
Yeah.
what?
Yes, hello.
Hey, we've got some birthdays that people are celebrating. Get ready, Ralph.
All right.
My favorite list. Here are some others. Just because I always like this name, musician Paul Revere. I didn't even realize that dude was still going. Not that he's playing anymore.
With the Raiders.
Paul Revere and the Raiders. He is.
Oh God, he's got to be 192.
140.
72.
Close enough.
Rolling Stone magazine publisher Jan Wenner.
That's Jan
Jan.
Wenner.
Well,
Ralph.
Jan, my bad. I'm sorry.
Jan
same
Wiener?
difference.
Jan.
John Wenner.
He's-
64.
Oh, you didn't let me guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. Singer Kenny Loggins, that cheese banger. How old do you think he is?
59.
57.
62.
Wow.
Actor David
He's all right,
Caruso,
though.
Sipowitz's former partner.
David Caruso. He's 52.
I'm going to go
Sally?
55.
54. Ding. Sally wins.
Actually, I
TV
went over.
personality Katie Couric is.
Unbearable.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say. I don't
She-
know.
I'd rather have her
50.
than
47.
I'd rather have her than Diane Sawyer.
47.
50.
53. Sally wins again.
I'm awesome.
Here's one that's just ridiculous, but I'll read it.
Okay.
Congratulations on the
bassist,
belt.
what are you going to win? Nothing. Go-Go's bassist, Kathy Valentine.
51.
She's got to be, I'm going to say 48.
51.
I know all things go.
Depending on the month.
I've been with Belinda through the ups and
I was
the
going to
downs.
say, depending
Yeah.
on the months of the year, Kathy could be eaten by Belinda Carlisle.
That's the first album I ever bought.
Is it really?
The Go-Go's Beauty and the Beat. I still have it.
Oh, Jane Weedlin.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you want to come over and look through some albums, you're both welcome.
On your close and play.
Academy Award winner. I've still got that
I
right
know
at the
you
top
do.
of my stereo rack.
God. Stereo
you know what?
rack right there.
You know
Yeah.
what? Just for
do
you,
have
Ralph,
your, do you have
rock
your
me.
big speakers?
I do.
Your
actually.
component system?
My big ass Infinity
your big
speakers
JVCs
right next to you. Know
and
what, Ralph?
Infinities and
Just for
Kenwood
you today,
tuner.
I'm going to spin some vinyl.
That'll be great.
I am.
You're going to spin yourself into bed and not get out of all day.
I have three things I'm going to accomplish today.
Yeah, and the last two don't count.
I'm going to eat a lot of pizza.
Yeah, I
There's
believe
an
that one.
outside chance I could shovel snow
Oh,
Thank you for saying
Wearing-
shovel.
shovel, yeah. What I was
wearing very little.
Your ass.
That's
no
not going
way.
to happen.
And
You make your kids do
I
it.
will take the nude blanket Doberman nap sometime during the
was a
afternoon. hours.
Labrador.
Labrador, whatever. Same
Yeah.
difference. Academy Award winning actor Nicolas Cage is. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Nick.
51.
As I like
50.
to call you. 46.
Dang.
Really?
Ralph.
He's young.
He is young.
He's lying.
And
Of course he is.
That's not true.
sure he is. That's
no,
it.
it's not, because when he was in Valley Girl, he was far older than I was when I saw Valley Girl, and he was supposed to be playing somebody my age.
Ralph's the only person who would dispute someone's birthday.
I don't know, Henry. He's not disputing his birthday, he's disputing his age.
He's lying
Well, I
about
just
his
told
age.
you,
I
he's
say we cut
46.
him in half and count the rings. Stephanie sends this note to the morning show at purerock96.com. Happy birthday, Nick Cage. No, she didn't. We used to use trash can lids and the
that's a
trash
good
can as a sled. Those were fun. There
Yeah,
was a
but
big-
that's when trash cans were metal, though, too.
Yeah. Or there was a big, although with a handle on there, I would think you'd get
Yeah.
hung up on. But she said there's a big hill in Harbin Park that I loved.
I don't know where that is.
We
I don't
moved. There was a
either.
hill at a new golf course in Fairfield that was a blast. You just have to watch out that you don't end up in the drainage ditch or on Resor
Oh.
Road. When I lived at the Wildwood at Wildwood in Fairfield. I thought she said when she lived at the Wildwood.
No,
Wildwood's
that's a condominium complex in Fairfield.
In Fairfield, there was a big pond that would freeze over and a giant hill that would go into the pond, and we would sled and see who could make it across the pond. That's a horrible idea.
Well, did you ever now? It's okay at like
Because
Mirror
George
Lake
Bailey might not have been there to get you out.
It's okay at like Mirror Lake and Eden Park. I mean, because that's obviously.
Yeah, but you're not going to end up unless you're
correct, that's my
jumping
point.
into it on a ski ramp.
I got to tell you, Ralph, I don't care how cold. I remember back some of those days. Remember when the Ohio River was frozen? People walking.
People driving across it. My grandfather walked across it